Welcome to my channel. My name is Sabrina, and if you know me at all, you know I love to cook. Here on this channel, you can be sure that it's all plant-based. So whether you're vegan or vegetarian or meat eater, just taking a break from some meat, you're gonna find something delicious here. So thanks for joining us. Today, it's all about the sandwich. In fact, my inspiration came from Panera Bread. We will be making their Mediterranean sandwich. Now I tweaked it a little bit. I took the cheese off, I have a different bread, but I gotta tell you, this is delicious, and I love sandwiches. So if you like sandwiches too, click the like button so I know that you do, and click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos. And I'll see you in the kitchen. So let's get started on my favorite sandwich. So as you can see, we're going to use hummus, and you can use your favorite hummus. We're also going to use some sourdough bread, thank you to my neighbor Lindsay, and then my favorite vegetables as well. I also have a little bit of salt and pepper in the back because I do like to have some flavor and seasonings in the layers of everything that I eat. So you'll see I'll add a little bit every now and then. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start by just slicing our vegetables. The trick to this sandwich is to make them nice and thin. So start with a really sharp knife and then just begin to slice your layers. You can make the sandwich as huge or, thick or thin as you'd like it. But when you have these thin pieces, it has a nice crunch, but it's not too juicy. It's not overly bulky. And the sandwich kind of layers really nicely when you try to get your layers equal. I love using red onion, but you can use white onion or yellow onion or, Spanish onion, whatever kind of onion you'd like. And I'm not a big onion person, but I cut them thin and then I take them apart. And then this is my favorite peeler, which allows me to do a couple different things. But this is how I make my carrot bacon also. So I'm just going to slice, or actually almost, shred kind of these carrots so that they are nice and thin. Carrots can have a lot of crunch to them, and they are actually really kind of sweet, but I don't like all that crunch in my sandwich. So we're going to use some on the vine tomatoes, and they're nice and washed, and we are just going to slice them. I like my tomatoes to be a little thicker than the other vegetables because that'll give us some juice and a little more, a little more flavor, but they are just so beautiful. Look at those tomatoes, nice and healthy tomatoes. So once we get everything sliced, we have our hummus, we have our salt and pepper, we can begin to build our sandwich. A quick note, I would just get a lot of those things and slice a big bunch of them. That way you can make multiple sandwiches throughout the week. So let's start with our sourdough bread or whatever kind of bread you like and begin to layer our sandwich. This hummus really is your protein source, okay? So I like to use hummus instead of mayo often, but especially since there's so many different kinds of hummus that are out there, but just load it on both sides because, as I said, you'll have lots of protein right on your bread and then more protein in the vegetables as well. And then we can start layering. I like to start with my cucumbers because they're nice and flat, and I am using English cucumbers. They don't have those large seeds in there, so just slice them down as many as you'd like. You probably can have multiple layers, but I usually do one layer of each, and our second layer is going to be my red onions. Okay, some people love big chunky onions, and that is okay. This is how I like to eat mine. This is also where I start to season up my sandwich. So I'm putting a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt on there, and then I will continue to layer. Oh, I forgot. I also will add some oregano, and herbs are just awesome, and so I thought that would really be well considering this is sort of like a Mediterranean sandwich. So I had some oregano to add to that. Here comes my carrots. As I mentioned, I made them very nice and thin because I like the crunch and the sweetness, but I don't like them to be too big because it's sort of just doesn't flow for me. I don't like dry sandwiches. I used to love putting mayo in the middle of everything. So I also added a layer of hummus on top of my veggies. And then we're going to top it off with tomatoes. When you have a sandwich this size, man, you can get almost 1-2 tomatoes on this sandwich. And it is just so full of vegetables, so full of freshness, so full of flavor. Personally, I love to have black pepper on my tomatoes, so you're gonna see me add a lot of black pepper. My daughter, I think, got me started in that, but I absolutely love it. And so, you know, feel free to season it how you like. Pop the top of that on there, and let me show you how this turned out. I know it sounds simple. I know it's just a sandwich, Sabrina, but your girl loves sandwiches, and this right here is my favorite. Look at her. Look at that. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I would say add some fruit to that, and you're getting even more nutrients. Again, the more color you have, the more minerals and vitamins you have, and that right there is one of the best lunches that you could possibly have. If you'd like to add a little bit more, put a salad to it, and then that is just a complete plant-based meal. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's a quick one, an easy one, and simple, but it is so delicious and so customizable. So if you do something different, please pop it in the chat below. Let me know how you like it, what you changed about it. Let me know who you served it to and how they felt about it as well. So stay blessed, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.